What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. And today we're going to be doing a live stream of hanging out here in the snake room. As you can see, all the lights are off right now because it's kind of nighttime for these guys, but I got to come in here. That's my usual day, do all my cleaning and all that. So I just want to bring you guys along to see some of the snakes. Then, we can chat it up. Tell me, guys, if you got any questions or anything, make sure you post those in the comments because we answer any reptile related questions as well. So we here to hang out, so it's probably gonna be a little bit of a long live stream. Got a lot of things to update you guys, tell you guys about, but you gotta come to the live stream. You get some of these live, some of this live information and stuff that you don't get to see in all the videos I make because I'm always busy. So first off, how have you guys been? I've been doing great. Like I said, always working in the snake room here, keeping everything clean, getting new reptiles in, trying to figure out what I want to do with everything. Moving stuff around, fumbling life, everything, man. So just usual person. Let's see. We got our comments on and everything, so we'll be good to go. Let's see. What's the first thing I want to update you guys on? So today, one of the projects is I want to find a place I can put this up. I picked this up in one of our little exploration trips when we went to Anaruby Falls. That's one of the national sites here in the U.S. Pretty awesome waterfall to go see. We went to also Tallulah Falls. Couldn't help but get this. I thought this probably fit me the most out of everything I've seen. How often you get to see a rattlesnake sign? I'm gonna put that probably over here behind the big rattlesnake cage that we got here to the, I guess, my right, your left. But that's where Big Bertha is. She's not too happy, so we got to keep her kind of covered up. But always glad to have some new decor and stuff like that, especially when you find snake-related things. It's not too often you get to find snake stuff. What else bees new? I do have a new baby timber rattlesnake. I was hoping to actually get a cage, a little setup ready for them. To get them into an aquarium and get them kind of locked down doing their thing instead of having them in the tub because they need to get some heat on her. So heat on, I think it's a him, letting them get used to everything we got going on here too with our light schedule and all. Plenty of stuff to do around here. I gotta take out all these snakes. Some of them got a lot of poop in there, some don't. And I'll probably feed them later on. I may not do any feeding videos this week and do some compilation videos and make some other videos, including this one as well, because always hang out in live stream, make some shorts, that kind of stuff like that as well. So needless to say, we got some snakes that need tending to. So let me figure out what I want to do. I need Gotta figure out which one I want to use. I gotta get me one more container to keep in here because I'm like one shy, especially when I'm using that one temporarily. But I gotta get these snake cages cleaned out. So I guess we can start with the Copperhead, but the Pygmy rattlesnake, I like to put them in a little small one. I don't know where my little small container is. This is the one I want to use here. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna start with my Pygmy rattlesnake here. Put us a location to our snake friend. I think I will turn on the lights temporarily and we'll get them back on schedule here soon. Oh, not that. Jeez Louise. There we go. There we are. And if you guys want to know how I did that, I picked up a whole lot of smart plugs. You can buy these at your local hardware store. I do have links down in the description of the video. As always, you guys can check that out and get you some for yourself, because smart plugs definitely help out when you can do all this stuff manually and don't have to worry about, you know, a whole bunch of timers and all this. It keeps up with all this stuff. You can input your own schedule Monday through Friday, Saturday, whatever, however you want to do it. Works on multiple different devices. I wouldn't recommend putting them to a surge protector to one. I mean, I'd probably just use one plug per thing just to be on the safe side with them. You don't overload them, but good stuff. Oh yeah. This guy's got some snake shed in here. There we go, guys. Here we go. This is the Pygmy rattlesnake. I can turn my light ever so slightly this way so you guys get a good look see here at our snake friend. This is particularly the Carolina Pygmy rattlesnake, but a red phase version of it. So in certain spots in Carolina and in Georgia, they are a different coloration due to different sands and the clay and all. So they get this coloration out naturally. It's a naturally occurring morph and many other things about them. I really enjoy this one. This is a super special snake. This is one of the very first venomous snakes I picked up when I started working in this hobby. Just to show you guys I'm a little bit more than just live feedings and other things like that, man. I'm pretty safe, concise, and knowledgeable about the species. But they really, I think they kind of occur in this area where I'm at, but it's more towards South Carolina though. Which there are also two other subspecies of Pygmy rattlesnake. You got your Western Pygmy rattlesnake, your Cistrus catenatus, and I think you got your Cistrus malarius barbari. They're the dusky Pygmy rattlesnake as well. So, world's smallest species of rattlesnake, if I did not mention that as well. And then we come in around 2 feet long, 18 to about 24 inches. And this is a pretty big one. I've seen bigger Pygmy rattlesnakes, but he's a little small one right here. Super easy to work with, in my opinion, but that varies from snake to snake, so you can't really judge him based on just that. But let's go ahead and put my friend down here. And we gotta get his cage cleaned out. We need to get us some gloves on. Gonna get some more gloves too, seems like it. So we'll try to keep these. Let's do it. All right, so also, if you guys got any questions about reptiles and stuff, make sure you put those down in the comments. I probably need to check those, and I'll answer them when I get to them. If you got anything you want to see, I can pull up pictures and stuff. Elmer, what's going on? Welcome to the live stream. Been here 10 minutes. We got 5 people watching. Appreciate you guys coming through, hanging out with me. Super duper cool. Probably take my hat off right now. I like to keep my shades on sometimes. So here you go, guys. Pygmy rattlesnake shed here. It's kind of like them a little bit. Not super long. I got the headpiece here in my hand. Also got a little bin where I collect my snake sheds. I got a whole bunch of different ones too from all my different snakes. I like how they vary from snake to snake, from even like your boas and stuff. Like if you look at this one's from the water moccasin. He has really big belly scales on him. I really enjoy that. Big snakes, small snakes, large snakes, tall snakes. All that good jazz. Whoa! I guess he didn't eat the mouse I put in here for him. Oh man! So we will put this in with somebody that will eat it. Put that in there earlier today. I guess he didn't want to eat it. Who shall we give it to? Let's give it a big boy over here. So I'm gonna move you guys out of the way. Come behind us here. One of the ball pythons. Take care of that. So me personally, I like to take everything out of the cage first, especially like first venomous snake keeping 101, where you don't ever get, where you can keep these snakes and be safe, is first of all use paper towels. And second of all, use gloves. But the number one thing before you do all that, I'm joking about that, I am serious about those two things too, but make sure you remove the snake from the enclosure first, get them locked and secured, then go inside. Never go inside the enclosure with the snake inside of it to pull out anything. So that's when it's gonna happen. So, had a close encounter with Mr. Shaky over here. I'm always safe though, but you just never know. Even though you think you know him, you really don't. Because I was putting him back into the enclosure and he turned around and he was, oh, let me be a butthole for a second. But you know, like you always stay at a safe distance, where I knew he wasn't gonna get me anyway, but you feel me? Then we gotta hydrate our enclosures with the mulch. Oh, sorry, I wasn't being so talkative. I was lost in thought for a second here. So now I got all the poop out. What I like to do personally is fluff up the substrate that's in here, because I don't really plan on changing it out quite yet. The snakes, they like to move around a lot. And sometimes they flatten stuff out. Let's see, we got paper towels. And we got our pump sprayer with our cleaning solution in there. If you guys want to know what that is our Chlrohexadine cleaning solution. You can buy this at your local agri supply, Tractor Supply. I'm sure they have it. But you can also check out those links down in the description as well. I got that stuff listed for you. If you guys want to pick up some Chlrohexadine Solution as well. It's animal safe, reptile safe disinfectant. Clean up poop and other things as well. Really good all around solution. I've been using it for a while. Always when you're working with chemicals, just why you want to make sure you wear your gloves. We gotta clean the glass off. Let's see. I'm gonna do a little bit of drying. I'll get back to answering some questions here in just a minute. You guys post some for me in the chat. I just like to try to keep my viewing experience good and tidy. That's good enough. All right. Also got a couple cleaning of the stuff that's in it. We'll give him some fresh water in here, hydrate this up. These pump sprayers do come in handy, guys. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll probably end up going through just about all these enclosures if you guys want to hang out with me long enough, because all my snakes really need a little bit of work. And I figured if I'm going to be in here, why not be with you guys as well. Alright, we got some good hydration going on in here. This Cypress Mulch is going to soak up every bit of this moisture. Keep it good, like how they like it out here. All right, cool. Next thing is we need to clean off some of the enclosure stuff. And we gotta get on some fresh water. That's another thing with keeping snakes, is making sure you keep fresh water in there. Like, I try to change it out at least weekly, but if not, every couple of days. You don't want them to have no stagnant water, because they pee and poop in their water. So you have to constantly clean up after them. too bad. Water bowl definitely got to get rinsed out. Cleaned with some cleaning solution. I'm coming, guys. Let me finish this up real quick. Use this one to actual water. We can rinse it out. Now we can fill them up with some good water. And it looks like we're running out of water. Then I can show you what I do about that too for my water solution here. So now we got that filled up to where I want it. Great, fresh water. Or is it? It looks a little dirty. It'd be good for the enclosure, but we not putting that in there. We want some good, clean, fresh water. All right, so we'll take a break. We'll answer some questions. Let me grab my other stuff so I can tell you how we fix our water jugs here at Josue's Exotics. Not to be bougie or nothing, but I figured if I got it, why not use it? You know what I mean? So what I use is this stuff here. It's called ReptiSafe. See if we can get it to focus. Anyway, this ReptiSafe is a water conditioner for all species of snake, lizards, turtles, tortoises, amphibians, hermit crabs, and arachnids. I like to use this even though a lot of people just recommend to use it for like turtles and that kind of stuff. But I use it for a lot of different things. Good morning, how's it going? We got 22 people in the chat. And we got Miss Mary, she's in here hanging out with us as well. Appreciate you for coming by. But we use this stuff here because it helps dechlorinate the water. It's pretty much what water dechlorinator. And a lot of our hard waters got a lot of minerals and things that our reptiles and stuff do not need. So a couple drops of this is really, really good. Let's see what it says. Instantly removes chlorine and chloramines, removes ammonia, helps prevent its accumulation. Adds essential electrolytes, including calcium, aids in rehydrating new arrivals, stimulates slime coat development, providing a natural protective barrier for all types of amphibians, including frogs, toads, salamanders, newts, etc., and reduces pH. And it says add 2 drops of ReptiSafe to each 8 fluid ounce of tap water. Add ReptiSafe as directed. Add every time water is changed. Aquatic species, habitat, water, add 1 teaspoon of ReptiSafe per 5 gallons of water. Treat all new or replacement water. So 1 teaspoon of this will treat 5 gallons of water. That's a whole lot of stuff. So I got my water hoses outside, it's ready. I just got to go fill it up. We're going to spray this guy out. It may just have a little dirt and debris or something in there, but we're going to wash her out, fill it back up with some fresh water, and we'll be right back. I'm still here though. I'm just going to step outside real quick. You guys did not know. Let's see here. Gotta rinse this here jug out a little tad bit. There we go. I'm gonna do some good here. I don't know, keep getting stuff in there. Let's try it again. We got it all out. Let's see. I'm still here, guys. I'm just hanging out outside. I gotta get some fresh water in this here jug. Well, that's a lot better than it was. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy down. Put that in there. Close the door. Look, it's about to rain. Pretty crazy. All right, I'm back, guys. All right, so we're just gonna squeeze a good generous amount in there, like so, and then give it a good shake. Because this is only a 1 gallon jug, so you don't even need a teaspoon to treat this. Pump this guy up, and then booyah, we back rolling. All right, fresh water for him. Good to go. Now, another thing we gotta do, we gotta rinse off this little thing. We got Sean. Wipe this guy down, sanitize this. Had a little bit of poop and stuff on it. Good old deer antler. Gotta love it. All right, so let me show you the rattlesnake one more time, guys, before we get ready to put him back into his enclosure. Here you go, guys. This is the Pygmy rattlesnake, the world's smallest species of rattlesnake, guys. Cypress Mulch, the Carolina Pygmy rattlesnake. Gorgeous species of snake. Glad we done cleaned this cage. Took a little bit longer than expected, but it's all good. Everybody needs their own individual attention. You know what I mean? I gotta put him in like this little small holding receptacle because he's kind of a little bit on the wily side, so he's a little easier to get in and out because he doesn't like being on a snake hook too well. So what I'm gonna do with him is just let him. Kind of go in there just like that. Way more easy than have to deal with him trying to get him out of this bucket. sir. Calm down. Always gotta be difficult, huh? Thank you, sir. Take that, corporate America. All right, so we're good on that. Now we can move on to the next snake here. All right, so it's two of them in this one. We're gonna be upgrading them pretty soon. We're gonna get them in a little bit bigger of an enclosure. I feel like they're getting a little too big to be in here now. Even with the two of them. So these are my Copperhead snakes. They're pit vipers as well. One's a boy, one's a girl. Oh shit, my bad, guy. Well, maybe we can get the female out first. She's a little bit better at being on the snake hook than the male is. So this is the Copperhead Pit Viper, Chlrohexadine Contortrix on this one, guys. Pretty awesome snake. I love having this snake in the collection. This one may be particularly a broad-banded copperhead. It's a Chlrohexadine laticinctus, but it's the same similar species of what we have here as well. Awesome snake. I love having this one in the collection. She's had babies before. She's the mother of the two snakes that I have. And let's go ahead and put her down. They got to get the other one out too. She's gotten so big. You can tell, like, the water moccasin and the copperheads, they're related and they can actually interbreed together, but the size comparison between the two, like, don't get me wrong, that's a pretty decent sized snake, I would say. But water moccasin frails to compare. Or the other way, they frail to compare to the water moccasin over here. There you go, guys. That is the Copperhead. The other one here, just got to get him into his enclosure real quick. Take a good little look at him. Make sure ain't nothing wrong with him. He looks pretty healthy. They both eat pretty well, but they also poop a lot. Them, I don't really have to worry too much about getting to the top of the rim. They can't really reach it because they're not quite big enough. But the other snakes, you definitely got to be more careful with. These guys poop everywhere, just like the water moccasin. Everywhere. If they can poop, if they can get it there, they're gonna make it happen, capping. with the spicy meatballs. All right. Seems to be relatively poop free. This has a little bit on it. We gotta wash this off too. Hell. Oh yeah, this definitely got poop all over it. Ooh wee, guys, this stuff had all kind of poops on it. I like to be pretty thorough when I'm like cleaning stuff and doing this kind of stuff here. That's the one. Ooh man. Keeping these snakes clean and sanitary is a huge part of it here. I probably should change my bedding out a little bit more frequently than I do, but try to reuse it as long as possible. So I don't end up spending a whole bunch of money on just bedding all the time. Also got to clean rat cages today too, guys. So I mean, it's gonna be a pretty long little live stream if we can make it. Get that good and clean. Oh, just gotta get the water bowl. Good and cleaned out. Rinse it out with a little bit of water first. also got to spray down their enclosure to get their stuff a little bit moistened up. Oh man, I smell poop. I didn't see that one. Cool. Spray this down, get this good and moist. A little bit of water drip back there too, go back there in the back. And we'll be good to go. Look at that. Good, clean water. All right. Now we just fill up the water bowl. Booyah, fresh water for these guys, good to go. Makes me happy. I just need to dry up a little bit of excess water on the sides here. I didn't really want it splashing everywhere. It's good, because the walls could always use a little bit of a wipe down. And we got to clean the front glass, and that'd be the last thing there for these. Too. Oh man. Gotta go out there and wipe his glass down again. All right, that's good enough. All right, so let's get them back inside the enclosure. Got fresh water, everything moved back in there. Should be good to go. Before we do that, let's check on you guys. We got 12 people hanging out with us in the chat. Great looking snakes, appreciate it. Moving on Miami. What's going on? Appreciate you for coming through and hanging out with us. But yeah, let's keep on rolling, guys. We got a lot of stuff to do, people to see. All right, so once again, this is the female Copperhead here. Awesome species of pit viper, native to Georgia and a lot of the southeastern portion of the U.S. One of the most common venomous snakes here in North America, in my opinion, and I'm pretty sure that's true. And then what else? They're one of the few snakes that can reproduce asexually, and they can also do live birthing. They don't poop out eggs like some other snakes do. But yeah, asexual reproduction is pretty cool in my opinion. I always mention that in my videos. I think this girl might be a little pregos. We have to see. We get her into her cage. And gently guide her back in, like so. Then we can get our male. You can tell he's a little bit different coloration, as I can always tell them apart here. Awesome snakes. Like I said before, Chlrohexadine Contortrix, Copperhead pit vipers. I've been working with these snakes for quite some time. I've had them for a couple years now, so I mean, these are probably the most timid ones I have in my whole collection here. They're pretty laid back and chill. Now this is a breeding pair, so I do plan on having some babies. Maybe I'll sell some in the future. Some good individuals. Booyah. So next up is Mr. Shaky. So we can clean this one out and be done with it. Ooh-wee. We got 18 people in the chat. Appreciate you guys coming through, hanging out with us. Like to have all the new people. If you come in here, make sure you drop a comment down below. And now to mention, I don't know if you guys seen earlier in the live stream, I got some new decor I really like to share with you guys. Check out this awesome sign. Look at that. Tell me what you guys think of that right there. We'll figure out where to put it later on whenever I get to it. I just got to get through, clean all these snake cages and tend to the animals and stuff first. Because we got to do a little setup for the new baby timber rattlesnake. That'll be at the end of everything. And I'll show you that guy. He's over here in a little temporary enclosure. We got to get the ball python, needs some water. The boa constrictor probably needs some fresh water in his cage. We got to check on the big rattlesnake. Still hasn't eaten yet. I got to figure out what we're going to do about that. So I might have to try to pull a frozen thaw out and start leaving in there until they decide to eat it. All the other snakes, I mean, some of the other ones are wild caught too. So, you know, I ain't really had an issue getting them to eat before. Maybe this one being a bigger snake. I don't know. But I do want to give him some fresh water and, you know, get him squared away. He normally has a feeding response, like straight out the cage. So what I do is get back, slowly drop that. Got our bucket. Put that there. Have our lid ready in case we need it. Then we just gotta get one of our coils from our friend here. I think at a certain point, like when he starts feeling the snake hook, he realizes that, you know, that it's not feeding time. I feel like, which I have been wrong before too. You see, he kind of stopped rattling his tail a little bit. There's a certain point now I like to try to grab him, but he's not letting me pick him up in the right direction here, which is kind of like how he's going here. And then I can kind of wiggle him out here. Alright guys, so that's him. Mr. Shaky, the Eastern Diamondback rattlesnake. Pretty big rattlesnake in my opinion. But I got one that's bigger. Just trying to make him feel comfortable being supported by the back of his tail, but we don't want to mess with him too long. I give you a little information about the Eastern Diamondback rattlesnake. They are the world's largest species of rattlesnake, if you did not know. They can come in around 6 to about 8 feet. Some people have recorded ones getting bigger than that, but for the most part, that's kind of like where they're sitting at for size. They're the Crotalus adamantius. They are one of the most infamous rattlesnakes because they're the king, in my opinion. Now, are there more potent ones, drop for drop? Yes, the Mojave rattlesnake, I'm pretty sure, has a little bit more potent of a venom. But with that being said, Eastern Diamondback has a larger yield of venom if they were to inject you with it, if you get what I'm saying. So there's that you have to also consider, because technically the coral snake is the most venomous, like drop for drop, I believe, for venom. But they're such small, their venom glands are so small, they can only give you such a minute amount of it, like, you know, so there's that too as well. So yield versus potency is a big issue that's debated with a lot of things when you're talking about the potency of the venom and all. Let's see. Jeffrey said, beautiful snakes, appreciate it. Do you have a boa? I do have a boa constrictor. I might be able to get him out here in a little while. Show you, he is a Colombian red-tailed boa. Specifically, he's a Guyana red-tailed boa. Not super duper big. I just fed him a little while ago. Pretty sure he ate pretty good. He's doing good. I've had him for probably 4 or 5 years as well. Got a lot of snakes over the years I've had for a long time. Like, even one of my ball python I've had for the longest, I've probably had for 5 or 6 years. I'll probably show you guys a little bit later for the boa though. Anyway, let's keep on getting back to it. Might have to get me some water here, take a little break in a minute. But now we got our snake secured in our snake holding receptacle. As I mentioned before, when you're working with these snakes, you always want to be safe, because I can't entrust the care of these snakes to anybody else but me. So I want to make sure I'm around for a long time to care for them and the people around me. People are like, oh, well, why are you into all these crazy snakes? Why are you into all these crazy snakes? Because I like to be different, man. I like them, and I feel like they're misunderstood creatures. Gonna pour this water out outside. Yeah, we're gonna rinse out this here water bowl, disinfectant. I'm keeping him on aspen bedding specifically, if you guys must know. Because I don't know, sometimes I feel like they don't want to be necessarily wet, and the aspen and the cypress mulch can be a little bit too much sometimes. So the aspen bedding, I can spray it down just a tad bit, because you don't want to moisten that stuff, because it can mold and things. But I feel like I can keep him a little bit more sanitary, keeping him on that and then spraying it down as he needs it. And then giving him a pretty decent sized water bowl, let him drink out of this. Because I've seen Tyler Nolan. He's a pretty good reputable source for keeping snakes and stuff like this. And in his enclosures, that's kind of like what he's doing there. Now we kind of just gotta fluff up the bedding in here. Fill this up with some water. These big water bowls, I will say, guys, I don't fill them up all the way. I fill them up a little bit less than halfway because I do change them out weekly. So ain't really no point to fill them up all the way up. I come back and check on them like halfway through the week. See if, you know, they need to get topped off or anything like that. Make sure it's just not dry. That's the most important thing when dealing with that. Go ahead and let me clean this out a little bit. I'll change the song in just a minute. I just thought about it. I told you guys I would. You guys probably tired of listening to the same song on repeat and thought I put it on shuffle. This guy good and wiped down, like keep everything good and clean. Alright, let me wipe the bottom of this one. place his house. Back off up in there, kind of like so. And then now I think we're ready to go ahead and pull our snake out and we'll get him back in his enclosure as well. Oh geez Louise. All right. Second rule of snake keeping: when you have your snake in the receptacle that you're going to be keeping them in for your transfer, make sure you have it close to your opening so it's a good, solid, and easy transfer. Always pop one corner of the lid, pull the lid out, because more than likely that snake's at the top of the enclosure as you're keeping them in, like so. Now Mr. Shaky is not a bad snake, but he's still a dangerous rattlesnake. Sir. Oh shit. I'm just playing with him a little bit. There we go. Anyway, let's leave our good friend alone here and very carefully get him back up and into the enclosure. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Where is my key? Ah. But that's why you always be careful. Cause I'm always out the strike zone, guys. I don't know about y'all. Well, let's see. We said I want to get one that are good to tame. Let's see. How do you handle being bitten by any snake? Well, the key is not to get bit. That's the main thing. It says Super Pastel's got the same bedding. What's the rarest guy you have? As far as rarity, I mean, I don't really know. I mean, the Eastern Diamondback, they're kind of hard to come across just in general. I mean, captive bred and or wild caught. I mean, because either A, somebody's got to go out there and go catch them, or either somebody's breeding them, which there's not a lot of people breeding them. Like, I've seen a couple people with albino Easterns, but I don't even know the people who's breeding those. Like, one of mine came from a guy I found randomly, and he got snatched up immediately. You know what I mean? They don't even be on the market for long when it comes to Eastern Diamondbacks, or any kind of morphs or whatever. Like, even like they have albino copperheads, albino water moccasins. It's freaking wild to me. And then I didn't have any albino pygmies. So there was albino timber rattlesnake that first came out. So they're gonna try to cross that with the Eastern, making an albino batwing rattlesnake. My oldest snake is probably going to be this new Eastern Diamondback I got, where either my original ball python is 5 or 6 years old. Oh no, he was just moving around real fast. He asked why I jump. But that's all it is. I can't really tell you what city I'm in, but I'm in Georgia though. That's the main thing. Alright, so we are still rocking and rolling. I think we got plenty of battery. Yeah, we got plenty of battery on here, so we're good on that. Got all our snakes locked and loaded on there. So let's move on to something else. Let's get another big guy out the way. Let's get my water moccasin friend over here out. And then we gotta get the baby copperheads out. We'll get poop out of their cage. They're little spicy noodles too themselves. But this guy's got poop-filled water bowl as always. Now, I will say for the water moccasin, I do things a little bit differently for him. So our holding receptacle was kind of dry in here before, so I didn't really put anything in here for them. But him being a water moccasin, being an aqueous, you know, they're semi-aquatic snake, but he likes to spend a lot of time in his water bowl, so he pees and poops in there, so he's probably covered in it. So I like to give him a little bit of a bath kind of while I clean out his enclosure as well. So I'll go in here, I'll spray out my holding receptacle here with my Chlrohexadine solution. I'm gonna go rinse it out and come right back. I just want to make sure this is good and clean, don't have no other snake stuff on it. Get us some fresh water in here. All right. Next thing, we're gonna put a little reptile safe in there to be a little bougie. Squirt, squirt. So this one, we definitely gotta get our lid ready in case we gotta use it. And we go into exotic mode with the shades on. So this heat lamp up here. Pull this guy out ever so slightly. Get our snake hook ready. Yeah, and hopefully we can get some of the dirt and crud off of them. So we know we pop that up, we'll push it over a little halfway. Let's give us good. And we'll stand over here because this will be in case something happens. You know, always gotta be to the open area, not enclose yourself in a corner. He's generally a good snake, but that's just good practice for handling and all. Oh God. I'll try to show you guys real quick. This is the water moccasin, the Chlrohexadine piscivorus, closest relative to the copperhead. Pretty big snake. This guy probably reaching about 5 foot long. Pretty big snake, and one of my second venomous snakes. I raised this one for a little baby. He was around 6 to 8 inches long. He's grown up to be a pretty huge snake. Like he's got a massive poop in him though. He's waiting for me to clean this cage out. They are one of the only world's semi-aquatic pit vipers. And they're also called the cottonmouth because one of their display tactics that they use is called mouth gaping, and they open the mouth up pretty wide. to show the white interior lining of their mouth there. That water freaked him out for a second. Let's see, now this is the challenge here. When I first got him in here, I probably should have just put the lid on. Then he's locked and secured. Let's throw this on top of here, just a little reassurance. And then we can do what we need to do with his enclosure as well. Getting to a good little rhythm, getting stuff done. I think I'll start by cleaning this guy off. Cool thing about this is a hide that I made personally. Made a quick little snippet about it in one of the videos of how to make a pretty large snake hide if you got bigger snakes that you need to get hides for. These make really good, cheap, and affordable alternatives than buying some of that stuff they sell at the reptile stores. It may not be as, you know, good looking and more naturalistic, but functionality purposes, it does pretty good. Pretty sure it's pretty heat resistant for the most part, because this is an oil drain plug that I got from your local parts stores and stuff. And I just cut a little hole in the front, and booyah, perfect. Just like some of them other molded plastic ones that you get, like you see in some of my other enclosures. Pretty much same thing. Functionality, man. I only paid like $2 or $3 for that. Because finding those bigger snake stuff can be hard sometimes, because a lot of people don't have like big snakes like that. They're starting to get rarer and rarer. You see people with big snakes. Like, he doesn't poop anywhere else but in his water bowl specifically. It's all good. Cool. Got his mulch kind of spread out. I think we're gonna wipe the inside of the glass out on his enclosure. And we're gonna let some of this stuff sit. So this, because he has a pretty dirty water bowl. Give this guy a good wipe down. All right, good, clean enclosure. good and clean. Let me go take this water bowl outside. We're probably gonna spray this one out and wash it out outside, bring it back. Bring it back, guys, and we'll check on some more questions, comments, and concerns. Oh Lord, there's skeeters outside. God dang skeeter. Let's see. Again, guys, I don't even fill his water bowl up all the way because I end up having to change this out midway through the week anyway. Just keeping it clean. Make sure he's got fresh water. This is my main concern. And a couple drops in there, not a lot. Cool. That pretty much take care of him. And we're gonna get him ready so we can put him back into his enclosure pretty nice and smoothly. Snake hook. Pop one side, open it up, and as I told you, always at the top of the lid. All right, guys, so that's him one more time. Water moccasin, Chlrohexadine piscivorus, guys. Pretty huge pit viper I got here, raised since a baby. And get his big tail back in here, like so. Nasty snake. Well, got you a good bath now, huh? Rinsed off all that dry poop you got. So let's lock him up. Push him back. Oh, excuse me. Jesus Christ. Whew, all right. Good to go. We got 18 people hanging out with us. Appreciate you guys, man, for real. Thanks for watching. Got some pretty cool stuff going on, huh? Let's see, can't even see the pop line. Hello from New Zealand, Kevin Mabley. I got a friend that's out there in New Zealand too, man. I know it might be. Well, how late is it for you guys out there? I know it's can be kind of late. It's probably super early in the morning, huh? It's New Zealand, way out there, man. My boy Benji. It's not there in New Zealand. All right. So next up, we'll empty this out, empty the water out for that in just a little while. This is the Copperhead babies. We use my same little container that I use for the Pygmy rattlesnake. I'll probably hang out with you guys for just a few seconds before we get started with the next one. I think didn't I move the camera earlier? I forgot. It's like at a slightly odd angle, isn't it? Why don't we do this? Look at that. A little bit better, huh? A little bit better. You guys can kind of see me a little bit more here. Let's see. Let's check on some analytics and stuff today. All right, so take me a little mini break for a second here, head off camera, and I'll be right back. Ooh. All right, we can get back on it. So we gotta get the baby copperheads out. If you're just tuning in, I'm Host Wade from Host Wade's Exotics, and we do videos with our venomous reptiles and amphibians. So appreciate you guys coming through, hanging out with us as always. Going in. We got my little baby snake hook. I think I could probably sneak in with this here. Oh, you about to shed your skin, huh? Well, good timing, because we were about to take you out anyway and spray down your enclosure and give you some fresh hydration. Maybe that one's just a tad bit too small. We'll use a little bit bigger one. Doesn't matter if you don't want to come out, friend. You've got to. Crocodile skull. Leg is itching. There we are, my little friend. See if we get. Get in there. Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you doing stuff for a while?
Yeah, for a little while.
I was thinking because I wanted to go and look at clothes.
Yeah.
Do you want to come with me or
You good.
I'll come back to see the groceries?
That's fine. Love you too. Sorry, I didn't have my wife bring my water jug out here. Whew, I was getting a little thirsty. I didn't want to leave you guys, so that's who I texted to go see if you can bring me my agua. I gotta drink me some good hydration here. So, this, guys, is the copperhead, the babies, actually. I forgot I already showed you the copperheads. So, pretty small little babies. They've gotten real big over the past couple weeks. They're getting way closer to adult size now at this point. So, pretty awesome snake. We gotta get their enclosure cleaned out as well. They be pooping. All these snakes be pooping, actually. They ain't just one of them. I always talk about that all the time. Somebody mentioned that. Well, all right. Do need some water, I can tell you that. I guess our water moccasin friend, first thing he does, straight to the water bowl. Immediately. Alright, not too shabby in there, friend. So let me grab our water container. Cool. All freshened up with a little bit of hydration. Now we gotta clean out this here water container, as always. Sanitization is key, and having a lot of paper towels, because I use a lot of them. Rags and stuff would be counterproductive because they hold a little bit more contaminations and stuff, so paper towels is the way to go with that. Cool. Now just gotta fill this up. These are such small water bowls that I kind of just fill them up all the way anyway. Not too much going on there. Booyah. I think that enclosure looks pretty good. I'll give you guys one more look of my friend here. So Copperhead baby. These are the ones that are produced here at my house. And I've taken care of them since they were born. Force fed them and all until they can eat on their own. I really thoroughly enjoyed keeping these snakes and taking care of every last one of them, man. I love all my reptiles. So now, get our snake friend out of here. Well, how about we just do this? Sometimes it's just easier to let them roam on their own. That way I'm safe and they're safe. Booyah. Baby Copperhead numero uno. Done and out the way. Now we gotta get the numero dos. I need my duster too. Let me grab this duster here. I gotta dust some stuff, guys. Make sure we dusting stuff off too, you know, as we're going along. This one, let's go ahead and just pull your little lamp off and put it right there. All right, and just like that, we got another one out to show you guys. Still got 11 people here in the chat. Appreciate you guys coming out to hang out with us. Another one of the Copperhead baby pit vipers that I've raised here. Awesome snake. Hope you guys get a good little glimpse of them here. Maybe I'll move my face out of the shot here. Look at that guy. Very inquisitive, very curious snakes. They do emit a very pungent odor. They're one of the more noticeable ones because they have a very peculiar smell. A lot of people say it smells like cucumbers and things. I don't really think it smells like that, but that's what they say. So we pull out his enclosure stuff. Really, this one I can just pull all the way out. Put this guy right here. Trash can. That's a big rock of some sort. I'll get that out of there. I don't want that in there. Good wash down with some fresh water. Everybody gets a good refresher. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Ooh. Clean that out a little bit. Wash the outside a little bit here just in case. Spread out a little bit of water. Got any residual to do. Fresh water. Consider that done, friend. All right, one last time, guys. This is Copperhead Pit Viper, one of the babies that was born here on the channel. Look at that gorgeous pit viper. I'm coming to come check out the comments in just a moment. So let me get this guy back into his little enclosure safely, of course, so I can probably get by with the small snake hook now, considering where I've gotten them. There you go, friend. Locked and secured, almost. A lot of people complain about how I keep my snakes and stuff. Hey, look, it's my business. I keep them how I want to do it. You know, it may not be the most common, most practical way, but hey, we all got to start somewhere. I've been safe this whole time, keeping them like how I'm keeping them. Which these are pretty secure, in my opinion. You're not gonna be able to push out of this, so I think it's perfectly fine. Put this little light back up yonder. Look at that. Booyah. Now we got a whole nother one done. 13 people hanging out here in the chat. It'll take me another swig of some water. I'm quite thirsty. Been a heck of a day. Good water, by the way. You guys ever drink any of this stuff? Let's see what we got here. This Ross, why the glasses? Do you have a spitting cobra called Bruce? No, I just like the glasses. The glasses just, you know what I mean? It's a whole swag thing, you know what I mean? This is what we do down here. We got you gotta have a little pep in your step. You gotta have that riz, as the young folks say. And the riz is one thing your boy got. That Skibbity Ohio Riz, if you know what I'm talking about. Let's see. I'm a venomous handler in South California. It's the one thing I love and have got to work with so many snakes from all over the world. For real, man. Like, the venomous snakes is such a niche hobby that it does take a special person that wants to get into that kind of stuff. But the snakes that you get to work with and the snakes you get to be around and see, the venomous snakes are, like, in my opinion, are the most spectacular, colorful snakes you'll come across. Way more than your non-venomous snakes. I mean, yeah, there's like 1,000 ball python morphs out there. You can get any color you want just about. But how many snakes are baby blue? Like the Komodo Island pit vipers, the Insularis. Like, how many snakes are come out red, orange, black, and those colorations like that? You know what I mean? You got green tree pythons, they're green. You know, emerald tree boas, they're green. A couple other green snakes. Most of your snakes are either brown, black, or like a, you know, a mixture or something like that. But most of your venomous snakes are the ones that are the most colorful, most beautiful looking snakes in my opinion, like wagglers, pit vipers, just Indonesian spitting cobras, the black and white spitting cobras. I mean, the list goes on from there. Like, even looking at rhino vipers and gaboon vipers, totally different snakes as well. But I mean, they're gorgeous. Even like rattlesnakes in general, just like their defensive method of like how they evolved over time to even have a rattle. Because I mean, they just had regular tails eventually at first, but they need to develop a way to signify that there's a threat and they can make their presence known, so that way the predators are deterred from them. So they came out with a rattle and evolved to having that over the millennia. I mean, there's plenty of stuff to talk about like that within the snakes. I mean, people ask you why. I mean, look, that's plenty of reasons why. I mean, yeah, the risk of your life is always in danger because, you know, you're working with them. But if you know what you're doing, then you don't have to worry about it. But the risk is always associated with it. So I'll say that. Appreciate you. You said you love to educate. Yeah, man. Me too. I thoroughly enjoy teaching people about reptiles and amphibians. And like I said, I can only keep the ones that we have here native that are venomous. So I mean, that's good enough for me. Like, I love rattlesnakes in general. Like, I want to expand out and get some other rattlesnakes. When I get my facility going a little bit more and doing some different stuff, I can get those kinds of snakes. So I just got to have a place where people can come and do that kind of stuff at, which would be great for me. So I can just go there and that'll be my 9 to 5 every day. I'm doing my own thing here at the house. It's really the main goal, but I'm also trying to be an actual biologist too and learn about those kinds of things. So pretty good stuff, man. I love my venomous snakes. You know, like, if you guys got any question about venomous snakes, I also pull up ones, like, you know what I mean? We could pull up some pictures of venomous snakes now to show you why we like them so much. Good old water, man. You want to see something funny? Y'all talking about my shades, man. Guess what? Well, booyah, look at that. We back on it. We got a whole nother pair of them. But I figured to go with the blue ones for today, baby. A little bit more reflective and all, you know. All right, so anyway, we get a little off topic. We got still snake cages to clean out and things to do. We gotta get this ball python stuff situated, so I guess I could get him out too. We'll start here on this one up top, and then we'll go down there, and then we'll work our way over here. It looks like our first one here needs a little attention. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm getting a phone call, looks like. Oh no. Oh, my bad, guys. Apparently I got a phone call. Was not ready for that. I'm gonna put my phone on do not disturb mode. Oh, I see where it's at. Maybe we can get them out without having too much of a issue here. Get my snake hook. All right, so we got them out of here. Now this guy's is a timber rattlesnake. This is one of the babies that I've been raising as well. One I've had since they had one little minute baby button. I need to get a good handle on him here. Crazy snake. There we go. Maybe that'll give me a little bit more room to maneuver here. Come here, you little snake. Yes. Uh-oh. There we go. A little bit of coercion. But we finally got them out. Good God. I like putting them in this smaller container, even though it's a little bit harder to get them in. So I can really get a good look at them. Because I haven't looked at them in a little while, like up close. Check out how they're going. Which this one only has 3 buttons technically. Has the original tail button, then she's got 3 other ones that she's grown into. The 3rd one's finally coming out now. This one might even be the male. I think the female is behind me over there. But anyway, let me show you guys here. So this is timber rattlesnake. Timber rattlesnake, guys, or the canebrake rattlesnake. This is a gorgeous baby snake I've been raising since they were newborns as well. They've grown up and gotten a whole lot bigger because they were probably 8 to 10 inches when I got them. Now they're getting close to about 1.5 feet long, I would say. Gorgeous species. Captive bred, this one was. Bought this from a guy in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas area. But super awesome snake nonetheless. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I don't know if you guys ever seen this snake. They can interbreed with our eastern diamondback rattlesnake species, the Chlrohexadine adamantius, and this is Chlrohexadine horridus. So they make a hybrid rattlesnake called a batwing, is what we call them. Tyler Nolan actually has a couple of them. They're one of the larger rattlesnake species as well. They can get upwards of 8 feet long, pretty sure. Gorgeous, gorgeous snake here. Look at them. I love this one the most. I like when they're babies like this too. I mean, you know, anything likes when they're babies when they grow up and be adults. Pretty sweet though. Pretty sweet. Alright, so let me go ahead and get this enclosure cleaned out, and then we will get it sprayed down with some hydration. And we're good to go. Cage really ain't too bad. I ain't took a ginormous crap in a while. Let's see here. I'm getting kind of hungry myself. Must be getting close to lunchtime. Spray it up a little bit. All right. Get some good hydration going in here. This stuff get dried out real quick, but it does hold the moisture in good though, I can say that. Just gotta get it down in there. Cool. Alright, so got all that done, taken care of. That's pretty clean. We can show you guys our snake friend one more time before we have to put him back into his enclosure. This guys is, like I mentioned before, the timber rattlesnake, another rattlesnake species that we have here native to Georgia, also known as the canebrake rattlesnake. They do have a pretty wide range of where their habitat is located at. They can be found pretty far up north, but their coloration also changes in between the different divisions of the where they are in the U.S. too. So awesome rattlesnake species. I raised this one since he had one little baby button and he couldn't even rattle, but now he's got a couple of them. Awesome, awesome, awesome rattlesnake. I'll show you guys just a little bit, a couple seconds of them. He said, Ben Fox says, do you have any non-venomous snakes? I actually do have some non-venomous snakes. We're just about to get into those, actually. So, I've just been cleaning out all the snake enclosures that I've gotten over here. I like to tend to my venomous ones first because they're the ones I do work with a little bit more frequently than the other ones. I just make sure they're fed, got fresh water. But I pay special attention to these guys because they are not ones that a lot of people can work on a lot, and I like to try to catch things early if I can, so I always check these guys out first. Pretty big little snake. Oh God, Jesus. Cool. Just like that, we got our snake friend back into his enclosure. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Because when they're small like that, they're kind of a little bit more hard to handle and do things with. All right. Hiya. Check out, see if we got any new comments or anything, guys. Sorry, been busy. Bean Fox, my bad. Appreciate you coming through, hanging out with us. We're holding 10 strong, man. It's pretty awesome. Appreciate you guys coming through, hanging out with your boy. Got a lot of people coming through to hang out with me. I really appreciate every little bit of it, for real. Let me see here. Cool. All right, guys. Sorry it took me a little while. I was going through checking some stuff out here. I don't know if you guys get any ads or anything. I did say I was gonna change the song too. I'm tired of hearing the same song. All right, I think that'll work. There's a little vibe. Got a little vibe going there. Oh man, a lot of snakes. A lot of snakes. Remember, if you guys got any snake comments or anything, what's your favorite non-venomous snake? Really hard to say. I mean, ball pythons are always a good choice, I would say, for a snake in general that's non-venomous. Just like, but boas are a little bit more interesting if you want something a little bit more fancier than just a ball python, of course. Corn snake, but garter snakes, probably one of my favorite non-venomous snakes, but they technically are venomous. They're just a rear fang venomous snake, and their venom isn't super potent on them, so they call them non-venomous snakes. So I would go with garter snakes. I thoroughly enjoy them. They eat fish, they eat rodents, eat a lot of different things. They reproduce pretty readily. Pretty awesome. Oh, sorry guys, I had to oh no, our water is overflowing here. Did we unscrew this up? It's got water everywhere. Oh man, thought I heard some water. No, I wasn't tripping. It's all good. We got that up pretty quick, though. Whew. All right. Oh man, plenty of stuff to do here on the channel today. I think we got to get us some more paper towels. So let me slide over here real quick, grab some more stock supply. Because I've been trying to treat this place more like a facility, like a workplace than anything. So I'll try to keep supplies Everything is in stock at a moment's notice. We reuse a lot of stuff if we can, like the the paper towel center rolls. We use these for our rodents and stuff, which we're going to do some rodent cleaning here in just a little while as well. Let's see what time we're working with. Yeah, it's 12 o'clock. We still got a lot to go. A lot to do. We've been going for 2 hours straight. Not too bad. Not too shabby. My bull python friend here needs a little bit of TLC. No, you don't. You're not gonna bite me, sir. Yeah, this ain't feeding time. Alright, so guys, this is one of my ball pythons here. One of my very first ones that I've had. I've had them probably the longest time when I first started learning about reptiles in general. So, really an iconic species, Python regius, found in western and sub-Saharan Africa. They live in termite holes, termite mounds, and other places like that where they can slide into. Very docile species, but I don't really handle them as much as I used to. But I really love these guys. Most snakes, they got a little bit of a, I would say, a feeding response when we first open their cages up, because they're usually just getting fed and I'll go back doing whatever. But you know, hopefully we can feed this guy and get him going back into his enclosure. I think what I'm gonna do is put this guy in this extra little aquarium that I'm not putting anything in at the moment. While we clean out his cage, and get him some fresh water. So we got a shed skin in here as well. We can throw it in our shed box. A lot of poop in here. All right. Might be about time to get us a new sprayer. These are like the cheapest ones they had at Home Depot when we went there. But they all work. Yeah, this one probably need a little bit more hydration going on. Share this live stream out, guys, man. Especially, man, you want to see more content like this. I love showing you guys my reptiles and hanging out with you, doing stuff, man. This is one of my passions, is learning and taking care of these species. This is why I got into the hobby right here, man. Is hanging out with you guys and allowing me to do what I love to do. So I couldn't be there without you guys, for real. All right, that seemed like some good enough water. We can clean out this here enclosure. Good clean water bowl. Good stuff. All right, we still got some. Got water in here we can use. And we'd be good to go, guys. Make sure, like I said, with this live stream, we always like to answer any reptile-related questions. So if you guys got any, post some in the comments. When I get a chance, we'll go over there. We'll go over them. If you want me to add some photos or something, you want to see what we're talking about, I'll add some of them as well. Fill this up all the way. It's gonna need some agua. House is pretty clean. Maybe even put a little leaf in there. Just throw that in there for a little aesthetic. All right, so we can go and get our snake back in there. That'd be pretty good for them. Then we can fill up our water container once again. Alright, so once again, there's a ball python here, Python regius. This is just a normal ball python, one of my non-venomous constrictors that I keep here. Gotta feed them today too, so I'll probably feed them too whenever I put this guy back in there. Feels like he's pretty on the edge. They're not used to getting handled as much as they used to, but they're pretty docile species of snake though, I would say. Pretty docile. Very first one too, right here, guys. And I think that one, he's probably getting to be probably 5 feet. The females are a little bit larger. So we'll take a little mouse and we'll put in there with her. I'll probably hear a little squeak in here in a minute. Probably need to fix this, so give me a second. Let me get down here on my knees. See how we can. I'll just do it like that. There we go. And that'll solve that problem. There we go. Whew, sorry about all that hard breathing, guys. Had to get down a little nook and cranny. I don't think streaming feedings can get you restricted. I mean, I could do that one time, but it'd be a whole lot going into it. I like to make my individual videos with them. Oh, but yeah, there you go. I just answered it for you. But yeah, I don't think so. I mean, just, you know, as long as you keep it PG with the language and all, that'd be the main thing with it. Got 9 people still in here hanging out with me. That's awesome, man. Oh yeah, see, she already done folded him on up. I don't want to mess with the boa. He just ate recently. He should be good on the water and stuff. Now the other 2 ball pythons, they're actually over here, so I don't have to relocate everything. Get to them. I've still got to clean out the rat tubs. Still got to finish doing that. We gotta get this other guy set up with his enclosure. I think it's probably about time to get started with that. And get the little guy. I guess we can get started setting up the enclosure for the new little rattlesnake. Let's do that. We got a trash bag right here. we go. Get my little brush here. And now we're gonna set up an enclosure for a timber rattlesnake that we picked up, that somebody came to me and brought to me to do some work with. So I don't know if you guys seen that YouTube short that I did a couple days ago, showing the little guy off. But yep, we got a third timber rattlesnake. Pretty wild, man. Cool, we got this enclosure. That's good. No more nasty old bedding in there. Now we can take our Chlrohexadine Solution, we'll spray this guy out. More paper towels. But yeah, so you guys are gonna get to see this little guy on the live stream as well. A lot of stuff to do, huh? And you see why I be so busy all the time, man. I'm doing a lot of different things. And this is in one afternoon. I've gotten this much stuff accomplished. All right, cool beans. So, to start off this enclosure build, we gotta get our enclosure up here and fill this guy with some Cypress Mulch, fresh one. Probably going to end up using all this mulch anyway, so we'll take out what we don't need here. Yeah, maybe that's a little too much. Kind of a lot, ain't it? A lot of mulch. That's good. That means we can reuse this for another project. We need to add some more. So what I've been into recently, I've been doing some multi-level enclosure type stuff to help aid with my lighting. So I'm gonna put him a little house like down here. because I want this to be up a little bit higher so you can get a little bit closer to this lamp that I'm gonna put on it so he can have a good basking spot area. Super important. And the temperature fluctuation between the top and the bottom is gonna play a huge role in this too. It's gonna be warmer up here. We're gonna create like a median for it. A little box out in here. So I don't know if you guys can see him here. So this is the new baby timber rattlesnake. Let's see if I can get him on up out of here. So this little guy that's in here, you can't really see him too well, but it's probably about as best as I can get for you here. Let's see. There we go. We could probably get it like this. You guys can kind of see him. Oh no, sorry little guy. Let me get this other little small watering container. Off here, then maybe you guys can catch you a little glimpse of him. There he is. Awesome little timber rattlesnake baby. This is how small the other ones were when I first got them, as you can tell. Let me get you guys back centered up. Don't even have enough rattles on them to even make any noise. But the reason why I want to go ahead and get all that out so we can get this stuff set up and ready. Put his lid back on. Let me see if I got some more stuff over here. I might have a little bit more supplies in my backup stuff. Let's see what we can scrounge up with here. Usually have a lot of different things. 2. Look at that. Found a water bowl. That's the perfect one we need. And I found a little small hide we can use. You could probably even use this. Look at this, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Found some good ideas here for this surprise enclosure build that we did not think we were going to get to today. Just got to clean some stuff off here. Thought I had some more stuff hidden somewhere. I'm back, guys. I'm still here doing my thing. Found this good flat rock here. This will make a good basking surface for them because they do like to come out and bask, and I'm going to put this up here at the top. Found a watering bowl here. We're going to put down here at the bottom as well with it. A little small hide section. So let me grab my cleaning solution. And we can get this guy good and wiped off here. Just look on his dirty side. A little dirty. It's all good though, because we're going to get it shaped up to shipped out. You always find to use reuse stuff. This stuff costs money. We need to throw it away. Even if I got it used from somebody else, somebody paid for it. It's really cool that we found this little platform right here. This was actually the underside to a humidity hide for like leopard geckos and stuff from Exoterra, and I just never used the bottom piece of it because I didn't like it. Let's see, just to make perfect little basking platform for them here, and then we can put like this little rock right there. And size of this, you want this thing to be good and sterile and clean. You can get the bottom a little bit here. You can turn the hide that way. Wish I had a little bit smaller of a water bowl. You don't really need this large of a water bowl. Gotta find the rest of. Let me keep looking. Let me see what else I can find, guys. Give me a second. Let me go look just a few more minutes. Thought I had some more little serving dishes. You know, I know exactly where they're at too. Got it right here. This is the solution. I thought I had some more of these somewhere. These are little sauce dishes here, and these work perfect. A little small water bowl, because they don't drink a whole lot of water, but it's good to at least offer some for them. So if they do thirst, they can drink a little bit here. Ooh, look at that, good and shiny and clean. Way better. A large one, it's going to be quite massive. We can just put that right there. You might just have just enough. Perfect. I could put a little bit of greenery in there, but we'll worry about that later. This would be good enough for a setup for him real quick. I need my mini snake hook, wherever that is. Wow. All right, coolio. Got a little mini friend in there. And now we just put our lid on. Now we just gotta get him up there on top of the shelf where we're gonna be keeping him at, and then we'll be good to go. Pretty easy. Put it, figure out how we're gonna get power to his light. An optional heat mat if you need it. We like options. Cool. Now, that means, last but not least, Gotta get this guy light, which I happen to have. Extra one. Right over here. I had a light picked out already for him. Let me see, what did I do with it? Oh, right here. Now I need my ladder. I gotta push all my other stuff back over here. And we should be golden. Push these back. Move you guys over. Get my ladder. All right, cool. We still got 12 people hanging out with us. Appreciate it. Ricardo Sosa, appreciate you coming through, hanging out with us. I ain't realized, man, we've been on here for almost 3 hours working in here in the snake house, doing all kinds of stuff. Heck yeah. But we finally got our timber rattlesnake enclosure finished up for what it's going to be worth. And we just got to hook them up with a light and figure out how we're going to get the timing situation done with them too. Because I want them on the same schedule everybody else. It's be a little warmer up here anyway. It fits perfect. let's just say temporarily we use some of these. This could kind of work. That's a platform. I did get another one of these timers out, so I wonder if I can find a way to finesse it in there. Guys, I'll put you back so you can get back to where you guys were originally at here. So we're trying to figure out what I want to do here. Isaiah Muhammad Boaz III. Welcome, man. Oh, man. A lot of figuring out how to reroute things. I'm trying to do a little bit better with my cording and stuff like that with cable management. Whew. Like you just can never have enough outlets, right? Hmm. I think I might have found a way to finesse it. Look at that. Guess what? We've got power on the fly. So I want my heat lamp to be centered over a little rock facing there, so he can choose where he wants to go at. We want to stay up top and get warm, and he can also go under it as an added bonus. And now you can go to this other little small one and then go to the other side there. You got water. It's not too green, but it'll work. I think it'll work. All right, cool. Getting stuff done here, man. It's 1 o'clock and we still going at it, man. Going hard and going strong. Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream so far. We've done a lot of stuff. You got to see a lot of snakes, a lot of different things here. I've enjoyed it. Got a lot of work done today because everybody needed it. Everybody needed it. Still got a couple more snakes though I could do a little bit more work with, you know. The job never ends. But we can knock that task off the list. I guess I can finally empty this out. I know you guys probably been wondering. I'm gonna pour out all this funky water moccasin water. I'm pretty sure that takes care of just about everything on this side of the facility. Just gotta sweep up, and that'll take care of everything on this side for sure. Move you guys over again. Now this is just a big of a part of everything else with the reptiles. It's not just keeping their enclosures clean, but keeping the spaces around their enclosures clean as well. Sometimes I can make a little bit of a mess. Sorry, I'll move you guys back. So especially after a good deep cleaning like this, makes a heck of a difference to just sweep up everything you can. But you may not be able to get everything right then and there because a little bit of water and stuff on the floor, so it's got a little couple things here and there. Which I could have gotten a little bit more stuff up, moved some more stuff around, but every little bit helps to get to the final result. That's the way I look at things. Because any progress is progress, because you wouldn't have made it that far if you didn't even try. But you gotta at least try. Coolio. I ain't talking about the wrapper. I can kind of put these up. I don't necessarily need these. This is my emergency stash over here, so I ain't gotta go hunting for it too much. Put that over there. Cool. Alright guys, so we got all that done. Guess we can move on to this here other side here. We'll relocate everything around because I gotta finish cleaning out these rodent enclosures as well. Then we'll be done for the day. I say that was good, significant progress. These other snakes, I can get these guys knocked out and taken care of in no time. Alright guys, I'm turning you guys around here. My laptop should be pretty good and charged, huh? Shouldn't have to worry about that. So this is the other half of the shed. So this is where all the mice breeding and stuff goes on. And I do keep a couple other reptiles. Let me there we go. Much better. Now I got you guys reoriented a little bit better now. But yeah, so we do keep a couple other reptiles like over here. This is where the other ball pythons are down here at the bottom. I have the albino spider ball python down there, like he's shed. I got to get that cleaned out. Another normal right here, and then I have another timber rattlesnake over here as well. But here's where we're going to be focused at. I got to finish cleaning out the rest of these rodent enclosures right here, which these are rat racks, which I want to build one soon so I can get a good how to build video for you guys. These are put on caster camber so I can wheel them out as I want to and get some of my stuff I got back here on my back shelf a whole lot easier, apparently. Which I got all these cleaned out already, actually, on the left side here. But the right side is the one I'm more concerned about because I didn't get to these down here. I just got to these guys here. So we got our bedding there, and we gotta get our trash can, which is over here. The trash can bag is right here, and luckily I only have to do this every 2 weeks. So that isn't too bad for something like this. For what it's worth, there we go. But yeah, guys, for what it's worth, I mean, I do save a lot of money breeding my own rats and reptiles over here. I mean, I think it's well worth the money and the hassle. Sometimes it can be a little bit much to have to deal with, but I think it's, like I said, well worth the stuff I have to go through to keep it here. Because I save so much money doing it. Because the only thing I buy is I buy a bag of bedding for these guys. And after a bag of bedding, I buy a bag of food, like 25, 30 bucks for a 50-pound bag of food, lasts about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And one bag of bedding would clean out all these enclosures. Different than some of the other stuff, I do have some DIY videos where you can do some pretty, basic setups and stuff you can do at your own home instead of having a giant rodent rack. But I find it useful to keep them like this now because of how many I need to keep and keep breeding to keep my whole facility running here. So let's get down our little special container here. This is where I keep them at temporarily while I'm cleaning out the enclosure. We just kind of dump them in here, put our lid back on. There's little baby mices and stuff in here, little baby rats, which they will be getting taken out of here shortly to get moved to a little bit space where it's just them and not the parents there as well. Put my rat in here. Probably dump some of these guys off until the ball pythons while I'm over here thinking about it. I'm sure they would appreciate one. This helps to cut down on some of the ones I need to keep anyway. One of his mouth to feed. There you go, friend. I'm sure my other ball python would like one as well, but I'm not over there at the moment, and we have more mice and rats to tend to. Oh, I don't have my Chlrohexadine Solution. Need some of that so I can finish that out with my paper towels. As I stated earlier, can't get away from them dang paper towels, man. I normally just sit that right there. Get this good and wiped out. cool. And we let this guy air out quite enough today. I'm gonna close it up, let it get a little cool back in here. I have my AC working. Should be good. Good, 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 good. Give them a little extra house or something. Super easy to clean, very consistent. Guys, still we got 9 people hanging out with us. Appreciate you guys still hanging in throughout this 3-hour-long live stream. So I think what we're gonna do with this, we're just gonna take this and we're gonna dump them back in there. No, why make it back? It don't look like it. Okay, so moving on to the next set. We gotta put a little bit more bedding inside of our little container here. Oh man, we got 16 people in the chat. Make sure you're commenting down below, man, in here, showing us who you are. We appreciate you coming through, hanging out with us here on Hosteways Exotics. You missed a lot of the live stream, but go back and rewatch some. We got all the venomous snakes out. We hung out with a lot of different things, asking questions and things. But now we're doing a little bit of rat cleaning. I gotta finish cleaning up the other half of my rat racks over here, and we'll keep it on rolling. Appreciate you guys. Now we're that down to 6. You got 10 people leave just that quick. It's all good though. So we got that one done. On to the next one. And we'll give these guys all fresh stuff. They have a gravity fed watering system. Our water containers up here at the top, and it funnels down through these pipes into individual droppers for all our rodents here. Hosteways Exotic, so they have constant water supply, and I don't have to constantly fill things up all the time. Boy rat. We got baby rats. We got the babies. These little babies. They're all different stages though, so I like having a different one. Oh, sorry, I'm getting a little distracted looking at what was going on behind me. Nothing at all. Well, I do try to clean these guys weekly or bi-weekly because they do get a little funky in here, and it helps keep the smell down on them, give them fresh bedding and stuff too, because it does get a little smelly in here sometimes. All self-sustained by your boy. Sundays can be pretty hectic here. Well, I depend on you guys. Just getting this good and wiped out. Alright, pour some bedding back in here. Should be good. I ended up buying them some hay yet. I think I did. I didn't buy any hay yet. Sometimes I do like to provide these guys with some hay to nibble on. I also give them some chew blocks and things, which I don't seem to have. I'll try to probably cut some more. I cut them out of just regular different pieces of wood and stuff. Let them chew on that. Which they do have a little wheel here that they can kind of fart around on. They do a lot of chewing in these little cardboard tubes. We give them a little small one too. I'm gonna cut this up in pieces. Various sizes. There we go. All good. This be a little easier because it's just 3 big ones in here. What's up? Which the rats are generally, I mean, I grab them by their tails just because it's for, like, you know, long efforts and all. But I mean, overall, they're not bad creatures. They're misunderstood, that's all. Yeah, I don't be feeling like playing around with them too much, so yeah, I'm like, come on, get on in there now. You gon' get chunky babies. Chunky babies. Chunky babies. Once these guys' cages is usually fine, I'll just kind of come through and I'll check on them. Well, these are cages ain't too bad. I'm happy with that. What in the flying fuck are y'all doing in here? Oh shit. Mouseketeers in here. You guys are all good. I think that's all the ones that need to get cleaned out, so that'll take care of all that. The last thing we really got to do is make sure everybody has them some food. That's why I got this cooler right here. I got a pretty good scoop. Each of them has their own little section. And I may not have to come in for 2 days to really check on them or anything. I'll fill these up pretty good. All right. Now that's all the mice and the rats squared away. Well, nobody else need no more cleaning done except for these 3 snakes here on this back shelf, and I can do that later. Now I can put stuff back up where it's supposed to go. Get my broom. I think that is a great day, guys. Awesome stuff. We got all our rats and our mice good and cleaned out. The mice didn't need to get cleaned out this week, but I still always double check and see how my rat brethrens is doing. I love taking care of them. They are the backbone of everything we do here on the channel. If I didn't have my rats and breeding them, even making content about them in general, I mean, you know, they do a lot for this channel. So I try to provide them with a good quality of life while they're here. keeping things good and squeaky clean. We can sweep this up. Put up some of my other stuff I've got going on here. This needs to go inside. I need my mouse. Check on you guys and see how you guys are doing. Of course. Because we still got 9 people here in the chat. That's wild. It's freaking wild, guys. This live stream's gotten over 2,000 views, man. I really appreciate y'all for coming through, hanging out with us, and doing everything you guys do for me here on the channel. It's pretty awesome stuff. Can't believe it. 2,000 views. It's probably the most we've gotten on a live stream in a long time. What do you guys want to see? Is there anything else you guys want to check out before we head up out of here? Well, nevertheless, if you guys got nothing else you guys want to see before I head out, I'll call it quits. I will see you guys here on the next episode. Appreciate you guys coming through, hanging out with us as long as you did. Coolest snake I own have to be the timber rattlesnakes, I would say. We'll catch you out on the next one. It's been 3.5 hours of a great live stream, guys. Appreciate you for hanging out with me and pushing me through getting all this stuff done in the shed today, in the facility, and getting all the snakes taken care of, except for these 3 behind me. I'm gonna get those done later on this week and feed all the snakes later.